Hi, my name's Helen and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. If you're a Hell's Bell, hello. I'm doing that now laughing because those of you that watched the one with Mum, she really she really struggles with that whole hello thing. She thinks it's hilarious and stupid, and as she says, just get on with it, which, you know, she's probably not alone there. Now, I'm suffering a bit with a bit of a head cold, and that'll lead me nicely into my first rant, really. Well, hopefully the only rant. So, two of our kids have got COVID. So Katie has got COVID and Henry has had COVID. Henry was quite poorly with it, actually. He developed quite a fever and chills and all of that stuff. Katie, not so much. Her main symptom has been really aching legs and just feeling ill. And I've tested twice and both times has been negative. And I just can't understand the thinking behind this. So I've got some COVID testing kits that I had from when COVID was rife, and, you know, we all had kits in the cupboard. And so Katie used two of those, actually. She had to use two, and I've used two. Now, what they've done is, so, you know, if you've done it, you know, you have the swab thing, you stick up your nose, and then you put it in some liquid, you know, that's in a little vial, and you squeeze the swab into the liquid, then you tip that into a little container, and then you tip that onto the testing strip. And it's nearly impossible now. They have reduced the amount of liquid in that little container down to next to nothing. I had such a job to squeeze the container enough to get any liquid out to drop into the tester. What? Like, out of all the cost of what that has inevitably cost, which I'm sure, you know, when you rack it up, it's millions, but for that to be the thing that they have cut back on, to me, is simply ridiculous. And I was squeezing with all my might. In fact, I pushed it up against the dining table to try and get more liquid out. Somebody like my mum would not be able to squeeze that hard enough. So, just ridiculous and so annoying. I mean, all of that stuff is annoying. The fact that you now have to pay for it. The fact that the rules are so all over the place. I mean, COVID at the moment is rife, and I understand we've got to live with it. I mean, I'm absolutely understand that. But there are some people that it will kill. And I mean, I'm still really worried about Mum because she was in the house with us, you know, where two of us have come down with COVID. So please keep your fingers crossed that she doesn't get it and she doesn't get poorly, because I will just simply feel terrible, as will the children. But anyway, enough said about that, enough moaning about that. So I wanted to quickly introduce a couple of things. I have been given, by the same people that gave me the air fryer, well, two air fryers actually, and the, you know, my favourite, I mean, who has a favourite vacuum cleaner? But I'm lucky enough to have more than one at the moment. So the one that's got the light on it and the kind of speedometer, that's my favourite vacuum cleaner. But they have given me a robot vacuum cleaner, and I might review it more today, or I might do it another time. But I just wanted to tell you about it because it's flipping fantastic. I had one in the past years ago and I didn't get on with it at all. In fact, I sent it back, and that's the beauty of buying things from Costco, because no questions asked, really. But it just got caught up on the corners of rugs and stuck under the sofa and all of that. Katie and Grace have both got robot vacuum cleaners and they love them. But I was like, it doesn't take me 10 minutes to whiz around with a vacuum cleaner. But they sent me one anyway, and it's blinking fantastic. All I need now is a machine that does the washing, ironing, and cooking, and I can retire. But yeah, I just sort of had it there in the box. I'm not great at reading directions. And anyway, Rob read it all and set it all up, and he set it off yesterday, and it is really good. I'm so impressed. And Dolly's just nervous of it, but you know, she didn't bark at it or anything. But then what happens with this thing, and like I say, I will do a proper review, but I'm sort of testing it, and so far so good. Rob really likes it. He's so funny like that. He just sort of quietly set it all up and set it running. But this one, you know, you've got the round robot that goes around backing up, and then you've got it goes up against its docking station, and then it sounds like a jet engine taking off, because it sucks all the dirt out of the little robot into the container in the back. So you don't have to actually empty the robot, you just empty the container. Well, you just, like, you get these little bags for the base. Anyway, so that's that. I'll tell you about that more later. And I should just add at that point that Authentic, who's the company that gave me the air fryer and the vacs and everything, have actually given me completely free of any kind of, I don't have to do anything for it basically, another air fryer as the star prize in my raffle for dementia, which was very generous of them. And obviously I'm going to tell people that they've done that, because it was very generous of them. So the other little thing I'm just going to introduce today, I'm not doing a full review because they do want me to do a proper review, and that is CBD. Now, this is kind of quite in at the moment, isn't it? It's this is the brand Naturecan, and the reason I said I would use it is because I'm still having terrible trouble sleeping, and I keep waking up at 4 o'clock on the dot, and when I wake up then and my brain switches on, I don't know why, it doesn't switch on half the flipping time, but anyway, at 4 o'clock in the morning, it starts thinking of all sorts of things. And I have like a tipping point, and I nearly get back to sleep. But if I go over that tipping point, I've had it. Anyway, they were really generous. They sent me gummies. I've got the oil drops upstairs that I've been using. I got soft gels. I got this hand cream, which people swear by. A few people already have said that they use it. And they gave me this face mask too. There's 5 in there, so that's nice, isn't it? So now I think it's too soon to tell yet. Oh, and they did give me a balm as well, but I've given that to Mum to try because she has terrible, painful knees, you know, with arthritis. And so she couldn't take that quick enough. I said, do you want to try this, Mum? Oh yeah, I'll have that. Not that she talks like that, does she? She just speaks very nicely, my mum. So, yeah, so she's trying that as well. Anyway, I'm prattling on as usual. So I'm going to be doing a proper, like, month's trial of this and see if it helps with me. I've also been getting, like, anxiety. I'm not an anxiety person. An anxiety person? What's that? I'm not an anxious person. I'm not an anxious person at all. I'm not a worrier, really. I don't see the point of worrying. You know, you just waste energy on something that may or may not happen. But I've been getting this, like, anxiety in my chest. Like, well, I mean, that's the only way to describe it. I can be doing anything, you know, just washing up or something, and I get this awful feeling of anxiety. And so that was another reason that I thought I would try this CBD. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that one. Anyway, enough of all that. Like Rob says, I'm going to have to build an extension if I carry on with the amount of, can you imagine, the amount of cardboard boxes that come into this house. But my haul today is a Seasalt haul, which has been widely requested. I haven't bought anything from Seasalt in years, I'll be honest with you. I have got a waterproof coat from them that I bought a little while ago. I think it's bright orange or bright green or something, I can't remember. But they do have some nice things on their site, and my mum swears by them, and I know they're very popular. So I'll get on with that now. You can see I've had my hair cut. I like it. I went in and my hairdresser I've had for donkey's years, and I said, oh, I don't know what to have, and she said, can I tell you what to have? And I said, yeah, of course you can. And she said, have a shaggy bob. So that's what I've got, and I really like it actually. So it's funny though, because it's harder work. As the shorter my hair is, the harder work it is, because it likes to do its own thing. Anyway, shut up and get on with it. So I will start the haul. You'll be glad to know. So this first dress is cotton and viscose, and it's quite a dark print. You can see it's like meadows. This one is called Sea Line Midi dress, and it's called More Meadow Onyx, and it's $79.95. So it's got a nice flattering line here. It does feel quite big on me, and I'll show you, but I just wanted to show you these as well. When I wore my green boots in the last video, I think it was the last video, lots of people said how much they liked them. And I have told you before that for years now, I have bought my boots from a company called Duo. They used to be called Duo of Bath, but now they're just called Duo. And I spoke to them last year. I just told them about the channel, and they came back to me this year and said, would I like a pair of boots? So obviously I said yes. And so they have given me these beautiful olive green suede boots, which I will spray with a protector. Rob will spray with a protector. And they're great because you do your shoe size, but you do your calf size. So if you've got bigger calves, you can, you know, these for me were a little bit like the Chub Rub shorts enabled me to wear dresses in the summer. These enabled me to wear skirts and dresses in the winter and feel comfortable, you know, with a knee-high boot, because if you've got bigger legs, it's hard to get anything like this. They're absolutely beautiful. And those green boots in my last video, I had them in red as well actually, but the red, the suede gave way. But they must be 16 years old, 17 years old. They're really high quality boots. So you can see why I sort of chose this dress. I thought it was a lovely combination. I'm just going to quickly stop the camera and put this on. I don't want to break my neck on camera, but you can see how beautifully they're made. They really are top quality, and they're not cheap. I think these were £225, but you'll have them forever. If you buy a classic pair, you'll have them for years and years and years. So yeah, let me just pop these on and then I'll show you the dress in all its glory. So I've popped the boots on now, and you can see the full length. I think I got this in a regular. It's very long. You see the boots and the dress. No pockets, which is a shame. It's really dark, isn't it? I mean, I don't think this is the most flattering dress for me, but it's very comfortable. It's really lightweight. I mean, it's like a summer weight dress, to be honest. It's got the green, the blue, all the colours, you know, nice flattering neckline. There was a discount code, which I did use, and I think they quite often have discount codes, but I don't know whether I could have sized down. Probably is the answer. But when I put my details into the this is an 18. When I put my details into the web page, it did say that I should choose an 18. So maybe, you know, maybe it's supposed to be loose. And it's fully lined. Did I say that already? So nothing wrong with it, but I don't think it does me any favours really. So I shan't be keeping it, but I thought it would be nice to show you. Like I say, quite a few ladies asked me to show you Seasalt, so I'm obliging you. A couple of people said, why are you buying so much stuff when you just got rid of loads of stuff? Well, it's to show you ladies, and I've always done this, you know, before I did it on YouTube. But like my daughter Katie said, Mum, it's what you've always done. You've always bought loads of clothes, tried them on, taken them back. I just enjoy it. Might as well share my passion. So that's number one. I prefer this one I prefer this one because of the blue, and I prefer the shape of it. It's not gathered, it's kind of more fitted. It has got a zip, but I just pulled it over my head. This one is also £79.95, and it's also cotton. The thing I do like about Seasalt is that it tells you where everything's made on the description, so it's not hidden. You don't have to look for it anywhere. This is very long as well. This was a this is an 18. I don't think this came in a like an optional length, but it's still very long. Get the boots on. It's nice, isn't it? It's got the bright blue, not bright blue, but you know, a nice strong blue, and this kind of olive background, and the kind of khaki leaves. Much more flattering shape, I think. Still very lightweight. I mean, it is cotton, maybe cotton and viscose, but I'll link everything down below, including the boots. But yeah, I think it looks very elegant. You know, very useful. I mean, with a pair of tights, and you know, you could put a vest over it, under it if you wanted to. Actually, I've got a little slip over thing as well that I bought. I'll just go and pop that on and see what that looks like. Hold on. So I actually bought this to try on with some trousers that I'll show you, but they do show you this with dresses in the catalogue. And this is £62.95 merino wool. I think it might look nice with a kind of a tan leather belt on here, but it's oops, break my neck. Certainly layers up nicely with the dress, with the blue, and gives you that layer of warmth. They've got umpteen of these on the site, so I find these, as you know, I wear these a lot in the winter, these kind of sleeveless knitted jumpers. This is quite a kind of a coarse merino. It's not like the Marks and Spencer's merino that was very, very fine knit. And you know, you could wear a chain or something on here, or a nice scarf. And like I say, a belt, I think, would kind of give you some definition here, but you don't need it. Yeah, so that's just an option for you. So I will go. I think I've got 2 more dresses to show you. They are lovely quality Seasalt. I know they're not low end, but I think you'd have them for years. They're all quite classic, kind of, I think they're quite kind of English lady clothes. Well, not British. Should I say British before you all get up in arms? But you know what I'm saying? They're quintessentially British in their style, I think. But very nice, very comfortable, very nicely made, and with the discount code, not too bad at all. I think you'd have them in your wardrobe. I'm sure these will wash and wear really well. And I did notice, I think, the last one certainly said wash in cold water. It's unusual, isn't it? But anyway, I'll try the next one on. This one is, what was this one? £62.95, I think. No, this was £65.95. And this is what I'd call, this is much more typically Seasalt from what I've bought before. And this is a cotton jersey. It's, again, the kind of olive green. This has got a little lilac and lavender. You'd have laughed just now if you'd have watched me getting changed, because I hadn't realised about this. And I turned around to check my dress wasn't tucked in my knickers and saw these things. And I was like, why have you done that? Anyway, never mind. I mean, I just, like, this fits. These are doing nothing except pretending I'm 5. Anyway, it's got a nice edging on it that goes down, kind of the edging meets, go down double, and then it's got a nice inset here. And it's a nice fit. Good length. Nice cobwebs up there. Do that afterwards. I haven't got any automatic thing that will do that for me. Anyway, it's not lined, so this is very lightweight too. It's just quite a lightweight cotton jersey, but it's very pretty print, and nice 3/4 sleeve. Feels high quality. but I would dispose of these. This is my favourite so far. This is $69.95, and I think it's because of the colour, if I'm honest with you. It's cheerful, isn't it? It's cotton jersey, lovely pretty print, pinks, reds, but not that bright red, kind of a nice, I don't know, it's like a very dark pink, if that makes sense. It's got pockets, which is always a winner with me. I mean, it's not a low neck, but it sits nicely with this necklace, doesn't it? And not so voluminous as the first one. No ties on the back. Good length. A real easy throw on dress, really. You could wear this any day of the week. Ideal to go shopping, little leather jacket over the top. I'm just going to grab my leather jacket. And I love that whole leather jacket and dress look. I think it looks really cool. And kind of gives you a whole other take, doesn't it, on it? So, you know, equally you could wear this with a cardigan, a long cardigan, a short cardigan. But do you remember this? I got this last year from the jacket maker. Such a beautiful jacket, honestly. I love it. But yeah, so this was an 18 as well. And I've shut my order on the page. Let me see. Yeah, as I say, I think they usually do offers. And this one, yeah, this was just an 18 regular. So you can get them, I think they do petite and tall. Not in everything, but in quite a few. So really pretty, really easy. It's not heavyweight at all. It's quite a light cotton jersey, but really, really easy to wear, I have to say. Like, hides everything, doesn't it? Pair of tights and a vest top or a cardigan on this, and you're good to go. Nice. So, finally what I have on from Seasalt is a pair of their trousers, one of their tops, t-shirts, which I think you can't go wrong with, and I've popped the merino wool top back on. Now, the trousers, when I put in all the information, it said you need to get a 20. I didn't need a 20. I've just pulled this on without undoing the fastenings at the side. They're too big. I got these in the Maritime, which was $67.95. And when I take them off, I'll show you the fabric closer up. It's a beautiful fabric. It's like a cross between a velvet and a cord. And then I've got the little t-shirt on. So they're just kind of too big all around. You can see they're just, you know, they just needed to be a bit more fitted, because I've got all this fabric, and you see that, all this fabric just kind of hanging around my legs. They've got a turn up, and maybe the 18 would have been snug, although I'm not sure, because like I say, I got these on without even undoing them, but they are a bottom fastening, so if they were too small, that would be a nightmare trying to get that done up, to be fair. But you know, again, very nice quality. I like the contrast of the red and blue, but yeah, be careful. I mean, I guess if you're thinking you might return anything, I think returns are free, and I don't like to abuse that, because you know, it costs the company money, and we all pay for that in the end. But I would say order a couple of sizes in things that are more fitted. The dresses, I think if you're between sizes, go smaller. And if they're the trousers, just go kind of what you normally wear. So I will take these trousers off, and I'll do that now, and then I will just wrap up this video. Thanks. So that's today's sea salt video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It wasn't a huge selection, but you know, they're quite high-end prices, so I didn't want to go mad. I promised to show you the fabric of these trousers, and it is really, really nice. I don't know if you can really make it out there, but it's kind of like, it is a kind of a velvet, but it's not an even pile velvet, if that makes sense. So I think in the right size. I'm not sure about them not having a zip, because if they are a bit snug, you kind of need that zip, don't you? It's got these side buttons, which also add some bulk. I'm in two minds about those. These are a tapered ankle, which I do like a tapered trouser, but not these. They're just too big. They do nothing for me. So that was that. I should have asked you before, if you haven't subscribed and you're still here at the end of this video, I'd be really grateful if you would. I've got, still on Seasalt, just to tell you that, and they're right, they're trying to be very green, and so their parcels come in paper bags, not in plastic bags. But one of them was actually open. There was a big piece of it opened. And if it had been raining and they'd have been just left outside, they would have got drowned, really. They would have got wet. So I would say, if you are expecting a sea salt delivery, make sure it can go somewhere protected from the rain if you don't already have that on your preferences, or your delivery people don't know that, because, yeah, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it, really? And they're completely... So the bags are paper, and you don't get any paper, delivery notes. They have to go, you have to go online and do the returns thing. So, and while we're on the subject of returns, I've already had my Roman refunds delivered. So that was good. That Roman haul I did, because last time it took ages to get my refund. In fact, I had to chase it, so that was more efficient. Maybe they've just got better systems now, I don't know. But yeah, so that was good. Anything else? I don't think so. Mum was thrilled with all the lovely comments, as was I, and I am really so sorry so many ladies have lost their mums. Inevitably, we all will, if they predecease us, in the natural order of things, and truly I dread the day. I dread the day. So on that joyful note, but she's still here, fighting fit, and she enjoys doing the videos. But however much she protests, she takes no persuasion, let me tell you that much. So my next video is a big M&S autumn haul. I'm really hoping that is a positive one. And as you know, I'm going away this weekend, so I might do a weekend away hand luggage kind of video. I'll see how I go for time. I'm not 100%, I'm not ill, but I'm not well either, if that makes sense. And when I woke up this morning, I had no voice at all, so I don't want to overdo it. So anyway, have a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.